So this was, of course, Wednesday. If we take some context for the week so far, we started the week off over here. We had Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So when I use the power of three, I often like to use it on the weekly time frame first. So this is the weekly power of three, right? So as you can see over here, this is the weekly opening price. The high of the week is all the way up here, and Wednesday was down here, right? So we are below this weekly opening price. So what does that tell me, right? So when I look at price below the weekly opening, I want to be buying primarily below the weekly opening. That's kind of the way I like to operate. So I use the weekly power of three just to tell me where we are in line with the weekly opening. So we're below this weekly opening price. I look for buys. That is basically how the, I guess, algorithm works, right? So if we look more closely onto the price action we had on Wednesday, right? If we just go to the power of three, I just want to show people my settings. We can use the daily power of three as well. So the daily power of three is again more interesting relative to the day. And this is where ICT concepts becomes very, very powerful. Now we had the previous day, right? Previous day low. I love using the previous day low liquidity. It's one of my favorite liquidity types, right? Price from here takes out the previous day low, right? So when price takes out the previous day low, notice how over here in this region, we don't have a very strong close below the previous day low. So what you're seeing is you're seeing a data low or a very, very important liquidity sweep in the markets, right? When you see a previous day low being swept and price struggles to break below that, this is a strong indication that you want to be bullish for the day, right? This is where the ICT concepts with order flow becomes very powerful. So that's the first thing. So that's the second thing. Now the third thing is we're looking at, of course, the power of three on the daily time frame, right? Now again, it's the same concept as the weekly time frame. This region over here is below the daily opening, and we're going to be focusing on this region over here because we have a fair value gap over here, right?